People always sit there and make these comments about like, oh, you got lucky, this person got lucky, that person got lucky. No one gets lucky, right? And I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think luck doesn't really have to do with anything to play with it. Opportunities happen all the time
Hmm.
for every single person. And
Yeah.
I will argue that to my last breath. The only problem that people don't see is you're not prepared for that opportunity, right? So you call it luck, or you refer to luck when you're prepared for an opportunity that is presented in front of you.
Hmm.
It's more preparation, and if you act, that's why people sit there and act as if, right? They use these terminologies and cliches of act as if, be prepared. Like if you're prepared for any kind of situation, if it's presented to you, then you can take the opportunity. It's
Hmm.
not luck because it's not like just somebody comes in there. Because I get introduced to people all the time, and I have people that kind of come across my desk, and sometimes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't work usually is because either I didn't like whatever was presented in front of me, or I wasn't ready for the whatever was, it could be a combination of both. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of it is it's just more of like, well, are you prepared for the opportunity that comes in front of you? And that's a big, huge thing. Because I don't really believe in the fact of like there is things that hold you back, right? And things will happen. Life happens.
Hmm.
Everybody, and that's why I am always open and kind of respectful to other people's struggles because I know everybody has the things that they go through. No, you can't. Comparing is the root of of failure actually, because you need to stay in your lane. But there's no need for comparison. It's the stupidest game I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Because yeah, most of the time the comparison is not always good. The comparison is like, well, I had it this hard. You didn't have it as hard as I did. I had
Yeah.
to grow up in this. I'm like, and I always tell people when I start hearing it, you step back and you listen to it, and you you literally go, the winner is a loser because whoever wins this game that you guys are asking for
Yeah.
or bringing up,
Hmm.
it's the worst winner of all time. It's like who wants the shittiest life?
Right.
It makes no sense. So it's a stupid game to play, and so um, and if you look at like I used to do that. I used to do that because my past and long sheet, I can take that out and put it up again, and I know for sure I can take that out, put it up against any single person. But I'm very grateful for all those things because it taught me for who I am,
Yeah.
and then who I want to be.
Hmm.
Um, and I think like recently, I was just talking yesterday to my business partner. There's a gentleman that's on social media. He is going to jail, right? And he made millions of dollars, influencer. Um, Mr. Wes Watson. I don't know if you know who that is, but he glorifies the prison life, and he's on social media, and he made millions of dollars, multi millions. Now he's glorifying the jail life. That's what his thing is. Doesn't change. Now he's going back to jail. And why I bring that up is I'm like, this is where people have it wrong. If you are trying so hard to get out of that particular lifestyle, once you make it, you need to get out. Your mentality needs to change. Because if your mentality doesn't change and you don't grow up, you'll just get pulled back into the same thing. So with that being said, a lot of times I'm like, well, it's not losing sight of who you are. That's just maturing. So that's kind of the thing too. It's just like I'm not one to sit here and say everything is like it comes to so easily or whatever it is. But in a sense, it does. Because at the end of the day, if I have two hands, I even say this all the time. If I have two eyes, two ears, two hands, two legs, there's nothing I can't do.